Pants, please, just in case.
Young Wei Koo set to kick off.
Set to go. Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now Hill.
Come on, man.
Rolling to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Hill. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, here's Hill. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hill on 1st down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again is Hill. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 16. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Staying on the ground on first with Camaro. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawyer Malloy. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
1st down and goal at the 7-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run. Tomlinson. And the Patriots are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Tomlinson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
On for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for Indy. 59 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know There's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
On 1st and 10, Hill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Vick keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he's got it up and through.
Colts 7, Patriots 3.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is RG3. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
second half.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 25.
Intercepted by the Patriots. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Griffin. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Able to get away. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 12-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
You want me to play over the top?
The first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Not worried about Woods. You can get Woods now.
Operating from the gun. Hill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Holy Springs, too.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Colts, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They go play action. Griffin eluding the pressure right. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it second and 14.
It's 106.
This winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Now Griffin. This is for his running back, Tomlinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
14.
One of the bigger plays of the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Griffin. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Gates, 81 yards. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
But they had RG3.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
RPO stretch right.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to work. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Derrick Henry, 71 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the shotgun, Griffin. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was going for Gates, his tight end that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 now, Griffin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
From the red zone now, here's Griffin on 1st down. They set up the screened LT. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they have the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One last throw here for Hill. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Waiting on you, bro.
Coming out now.
I was getting shut down in the red zone the first half. 2 trips, couldn't do nothing. Motherfuckers doing that man blitz. Sending 6 people on shit. Gates killed him. In the whip route. Seen before. They switched offense and defense.
Set to kick off.
Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. From the 6. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Griffin. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Patriots nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Back to the air, RG3 after the pick 6. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot
He
there
got some
on first down,
fire-ass
but he
shit,
couldn't
bro.
reel it in.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big
saw
play,
that
and sometimes you
bullshit.
find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot,
Still
went
put
for
on
it
your
all
shit.
on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Griffin. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. He finds Tomlinson as running back. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LaDainian Tomlinson, 49 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Youngwei Koo is set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Patriots take over.
It's going down the block.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
To throw on third down. Griffin. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Griffin being chased out left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
On first down, Griffin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Griffin. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And this is caught by Gates for a New England touchdown. Touchdown. Antonio Gates there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be.
I don't like holding
for
on
6
to
points.
R2 before the phase because I don't like showing my play art.
And he's got it.
But
It's
it
now
seems
a 14-7 ball
it
game.
gives me
Makes the
the
score
ability to
Patriots
catch and
14.
screen.
Seahawks 7. Young Wei Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Motherfucker see my house at.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him to first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I almost sacked him and picked his ass off on one play.
coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes. We'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Rodgers will try again on second down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
I think we all understand his disappointment. He didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
All right, come on.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Adam Vinatieri for the extra point.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Griffin. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. Buying time to his left. Caught by Gates, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gates with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Forced out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
I don't do a double move.
So after the sack, you're second and 14.
I don't know, I have a swing when I'm on the line.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he's going to go down again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Ain't ready for us yet. That whole scrambling and shit.
Empty.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
I've been running for his motherfucking life.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
45-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. And it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Too much for you, dog.
Young Wei Koo set to kick off.
Here's Koo to kick it off. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with a deficit to face it.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. He'll have a first down past the 40. And gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Yeah.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Shit,
As
2
usual,
blocks
the
over
hallmark
there.
of a good run
1,
defense,
2.
linebackers making
Get
plays
off
near the
me.
line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's see that fumble.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
On the play. It's 3rd and 10.
2 more plays. You know you're going to go for it. You might take the field goal, but I'm betting he'll go for it.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
By Stephon Gilmore.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Damn, why they do
And
that
those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Bro.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run with LT. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 48 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Griffin. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Here's Ty Long now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Seahawks left great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll try to get the running game going with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. 3rd down here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Going for it all. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Vinatieri's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd and 7, Griffin. Now look at this. They
Thomason
get the
got him
turnover
my
they
way,
needed.
dog.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Thomason got in
And
my
he is
way,
not
bro.
quite
You
going to make
killed
it
him
all
off
the
the
way in.
line. I
They'll mark
rolled
him
up
down
and
right about the
Thomason.
1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero.
I'm watching
But
the
we
replay
did
right
see
now.
there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Coup for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Patriots 38, Seahawks 34. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. That'll bring up second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Rodgers now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
36-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Complete. Jefferson the target. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Rob Gronkowski, 30 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now RG3 out to his left. And this is for his running back, Tomlinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He's back to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. And it's caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now Rodgers. Space to maneuver at the 40. Open man, Gronkowski complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One final try now for Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the
Push. Thank you.
up, bro? Open the glass, homie. Huh? Open the glass. Why are you here? I'm the homie. I'm coming to check on you, bro. This friendship is refrigerated, and I'm cool on you, bro. You been telling all my business to Janine? Nah, man, I ain't telling. But my fault, man. What's she? I'm hooping. Thomas tell me his wife is at the salon. Janine in there telling people I can't read. I can't read? I ain't never seen you can read. Okay, but I can't read that good, okay? But I can read. When I hear it in my head, it's very clear. I don't have problems with words. I have problems with syllables. All right, man. I didn't see you could read. I just told her, I don't know how she misinterpreted that. I told her that, and I should have told her in the first place. My bad, bro, but I just said that sometimes you have trouble pronouncing words and whatnot. I didn't say you could read. She must have just... In my head, it's all good, but like right now, I'm reading this in my head. Everything's fine, but as soon as I try to say it, please cock. Look, man, a lot of motherfuckers don't know I got tongue redundancy, okay? In layman's terms, that means my mouth gets tired. Right. I ain't know that, bro. My fault. I shouldn't even say nothing, so I ain't just gonna speak on your information.
Man, these niggas don't want to play, dog.
I didn't just read. I just said that you had a tough time pronouncing stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a disability, and technically this is a HIPAA violation. You're telling my private medical information to people who I didn't approve of, bro. Wasn't supposed to tell your information. No. You weren't supposed to tell her my information. Hey, man. My bad. Let's go inside and talk about it, bro. My fault. Bro, I'm gonna sue you for defamation. Libel and slander.
We probably ain't gonna get another game in, bro.
Probably not. It's cool with me. Let's go to bed.
Yo, Remus. Come on, man. Yo, Jonathan. Jonathan, what's up, bro? Man, what? I've been banging your line for like 2 weeks, man. You wanna ignore me, man? Yeah, I usually don't call people back that ain't saved in my phone no more. Why ain't saved your phone, bro? Bro, cuz you knew I moved in with my mom to save up money to buy a house. Your girl got everybody down there thinking that I'm living with my mom and she taking care of me. I pay 57% of the rent. Amazon bill, light bill, water, all that. TV in my room. Yeah, my bad, bro. My fault. Hey, man, she wasn't supposed to be talking to business like that. No, bro, you wasn't supposed to be talking my business like that. Yeah, man. So, hey, my fault. I'm gonna make it right. It is your bad. I try to invite old girl down to my house. She like, oh, is your mom gonna be cool with that? How she know that? How she know that? I should cafe with you right now, but you know what? I'm feeling kind of fresh, and I'm still cool with your family. Yo, Jonathan, man, my bad, bro. I'm gonna check. The homies are not calling me back. because of you. Why are you blowing him up? You sound thirsty. Why are you telling them all this? What are you referring to? Like, what are we talking about right now? I thought we was good. Honestly. Alright, the homie's telling me you saying to me let the salon and people being with his mama. Yeah, he did. He moved in with his mom, alright? Okay? Yeah, he did. That's what you told me. He lived with his mama. He don't live with his mama. He moved in. I said this too. He moved in with his mom real quick to save up the rest of the bread to buy the house that he wanted to buy. Alright? Okay. So the lease was up. I told you that too.
You want to close the app and try and start over or what?
Pay up some cheese so I can go close on this crib.
I'll do
I
that.
told you that. You went to the salon and told everybody that he lived with his mama. Okay. What's his address? What? What's his address? His address is 1935 Maple Drive.